Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Hey Rockets fans, it's Kobe Tree here. Remember, like and subscribe if you have not already. Let's get into this video real quick. I want to talk about Christian Wood and his success, and that, we need to vote for him in the All-Star game. I know a lot of players have, a vote, like Chuck, Ernie, Kenny Smith, and Shaq. They all have votes, but we also have a little vote. So please go out and vote for Christian Wood if you can. All you got to do is go online, and you could go to NBA.com and vote. I really want to see him represented in the All-Star game. I just want to roll off some games. There's like 14 games this year where he averaged, more than 15 points and averaged, 10 to 10 plus rebounds a game. There's 14 games. I have 27 and 9, 22 and 12, 22 and 11, 30 and 9, 24 and 18, 27 and 15, 18 and 8, 22 and 15, 23 and 7, 20 and 15, 21 and 12, and 31 and 13. So, those are just some of his games that I've gone over, and he's been marvelous. I promise you. He stepped up his game when James Harden got traded. Every time when James Harden was out there, he was, taking advice as well, with John Wall now. Victor Oladipo, he has a great pick and roll game. His defense has gotten better every game. His rebounding has gotten better. His switch defense, his help defense, his defense overall, I promise you, he's getting better every game. The sky is really the limit for this young guy. And, him and Silas have a personal relationship because Silas coached him before with the Hornets. So I'm glad, he took a chance on us because, he was, like I said, he has a personal relationship with Silas. So that definitely played a factor in free agency. And I just want to congrat Rafael Stone for, doing a great job this year. He's done more this year than Daryl Morey has done in the last 2 years. So I really, he really has shown that he's definitely in the future for the Rockets organization. GM management, I really salute him for real. He hit a home run on Christian Wood. He traded James Harden for the bag, I promise you. And he got Kevin Porter, Victor Oladipo, Jae'Sean Tate. He has kept PJ Tucker, and he even wants to extend PJ Tucker's contract, which I think is very crucial because I know Victor Oladipo had a comment about PJ Tucker that, it's very important that we have guys like that, winning personalities, winning pedigrees. You don't necessarily want to rebuild every year because we don't own our picks, the next few years. So we own, Brooklyn's picks. We own Portland's pick. We own Washington's pick. So just stay aggressive and keep, battling for a playoff seed. There's no need to go backwards when you have talent on your team already. We lost James Harden, but it's not the end of the world because, like I said, this team is much more fun. They won 5 in a row, and Victor, John Wall, Christian Wood, PJ Tucker, DeMarcus Cousins, Jae'Sean Tate, etc. is a recipe for a winning playoff successful season. They're 9-9, and they have the Thunder tonight. Now, the Thunder are kind of like sneaky good. They could punch you in the face. They beat Portland. They beat the Suns. They even beat Brooklyn the other night. So they're a pretty good team. Just keep an eye on the Thunder tonight. We got them back-to-back games, so I really don't want to split either one of those games. But like I said, they're very, very a sneaky game. I want to talk about the center last year, and everybody knows PJ Tucker was a center with Tyson Chandler at the backup spot. And it wasn't necessarily Tyson Chandler who was the backup. It was really Jeff Green. That was really what it was. I really don't know what Daryl Morey and Mike D'Antoni were thinking. I do know what they're thinking. They're just like, hey, let's get the best out of Russ now. He's declining. He can't shoot. He's making our offense worse. We can't trade him, so let's trade Clint Capella, our most valuable player. Truly, he was the most valuable player because his contract was reasonable, and he does bring a lot of value to another team. So that's what really, and he was the reason why Russ wasn't playing them. Not necessarily the reason, but it was one of the reasons that could make Russ play a little better, score easier in the paint, and which is unfortunate because this is the numbers that Clint Capella has played. He's been injured for a while, and he's only played in several games this season, but not a full amount. He's averaging almost 14 points, that's definitely a big difference to Christian Wood, who's averaging 23 points. He's averaging almost 15 rebounds. I mean, I promise you. So I compare that to Christian Wood. Capela's a better rebounder, and he's averaging 1 assist, and he's averaging 3 blocks a game. So that's crazy. Clint Capela's really, he's second in rebounding. He's like second in blocks. So he's having a great season. And I really got to say, man, Daryl Morey's an idiot. I'm happy that we got Christian Wood. But can you imagine Clint Capela and Christian Wood, at the 4 and 5? That would have been amazing. I know that's just, that's something that, is outside the box. But I do miss Clint Capela and some of the things that he did do. And it's not all about shooting threes. Because I even see that Silas even says, hey, look, it's not about shooting threes. It's about, knowing your opponent and what their weakness is, and just keep attacking it. Play hard, play smart, and keep grinding. But this was, Mike D'Antoni's philosophy was like, shoot threes, get to the free throw line, and run, and rely heavily on, the superstar players like James Harden and Russ, until they burn out. That's pretty much what it was. And you kind of figured out like what Mike D'Antoni's, rotations were, when it was reaching like the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. But for Rafael, with the Silas, you kind of like, man, I don't know what he's going to put out there. I know that second unit is very aggressive. That first unit, sometimes comes out the gates very slow. But, that's something the Rockets, have already made in their rotation. They already got their rotation with healthy players. Daniel House is playing good. But, this video is all about Christian Wood, and that we got to get him into the All-Star game. Like I said, his numbers are fantastic. 23 points, 10 rebounds, 1 block a game, 1 assist a game. So, I mean, we really got to get him in there. I didn't expect to get a free agent caliber player like this. I truly didn't. It was considered one of the weaker free agent class in the last few years. But I mean, other than that, I mean, he has proven to be just baby Anthony Davis. And I don't even compare him to baby Anthony Davis no more. I'm comparing him to Christian Wood, and other teams on the opposing, teams are really, trying to see, okay, we got Christian Wood, we got to figure out how to play him because he's such a great player. And that's when you kind of made it, where other teams are scouting you and you're on the report, you're on the radar. But like I said, we got to vote for him. We got to get him into the All-Star game because, there always should be one Houston Rocket in the All-Star game. And, I think Christian Wood has the numbers. John Wall, with the fact that he's missed a few games this year, he won't get in. Victor Oladipo, he's been, pretty good for the Rockets, but I don't think he's going to get in either. I think the only, possible player is Christian Wood. Like I said, guys, go out there and vote. I'm going to end this video here, and it's just the All-Star Pank. I'm just trying to get him into the All-Star game and trying to hit my hammer on the table. Please vote for him, please, because it's worth it. It's worth it. He's worthy of getting in there, and he will represent the Rockets really well. So thank you, Kobe Tree out.